simple. A lot of moms want the chance to stay in bed and eat a nice homemade breakfast for Mother's Day. It's a good idea, of course, to have a delicious recipe to use so you're not serving mom some burnt scrambled eggs. And Darcy Gans below has just such a treat this morning. She's joining us from Darcy's Catering and Bake Shop. Of course, been on the show several times before. Darcy, thanks for getting up early this morning.
You're welcome, no problem.
And this treat is something we can already smell it in the studio, and you haven't even started making it yet, so it's
That's right.
Powerful ingredients. Waffles for mom, which I like because I can handle a waffle iron, even if I can't do anything else in the kitchen. But these have a special twist. Go ahead and show us what we're making today.
Well, we're doing chocolate waffles.
Okay.
And what mom doesn't like chocolate?
Yeah, we just had a guest yesterday that was making homemade chocolate for mom, and if you can mix the two together, chocolate and breakfast.
You got it made. You got it made. And we picked a really easy recipe that kids can do, and you can even do this the night before if you want, but it's best done in the morning of.
And that's good too, because mom likes to see when, you know, the kids help out as well.
Yes.
And sometimes they may not be able to do the bacon or whatever else, but if they can do the waffles, then from the heart, right?
Exactly. It is a really super easy recipe.
All right.
We started with 1.5 cups of baking mix. And if you use a buttermilk making mix, that is even better. But if you don't, that's okay too. We put our own buttermilk powder in, and you can buy this in the baking section of any store, not a problem. So we just put in our baking mix, we add in our buttermilk powder.
This recipe, by the way, is on our website at KIVI-TV.com, so you can follow along this morning after the fact. And and we got the sugar in there as well.
The sugar goes in.
How much sugar was that?
That is actually 3/4 or a cup of sugar.
Okay.
Now this is the fun part. You can use regular cocoa. I like to use the special dark cocoa, and that gives it really rich chocolate flavor, but this is just our regular cocoa today.
And cocoa is so great to have in there because I've made chocolate chip pancakes, but they can be really messy, you know, it's all melty. When you get the cocoa, when you get the cocoa in there though, you're just getting that all around flavor for the entire thing.
Yes, you definitely are. It really just kind of adds up the punch. And if you want to at this point, you could add a little chocolate chips. If you want it.
And again, it's up to mom, because some moms would say no such thing as too much chocolate. I know my wife is that way. So,
right.
So you've got all your dries mixed together, and then just a few more ingredients, right?
Yeah, it's just really super simple. We're going to put in a little bit of oil, and this is just 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil.
Okay.
And then the fun part, which Spencer just loves, is cracking the eggs.
Yeah, why don't I go ahead and do 2 eggs in here as well. See how well I do this. If there's any crunch in here, we'll know why.
It's extra calcium.
Yeah, we'll just give them to Kyle if there's any shells in here. Happy Mother's Day to Kyle. A couple eggs in there as well, and
then our last ingredient is just a little bit of water.
Okay. I should have tried to do those one-handed, you know, like they do on the
That's right. I was going to give you some tips, but we'll save that for next time.
So we're mixing this all together, and of course this is going to be your finished product. We'll see if we can't get one of these on the waffle iron as well. And the really fun part about these is the recommendation that you have for syrup as well, because maple syrup, of course, is always an option, but you can really make this a good combination with berry-flavored syrup.
You can, and that's the fun part, because we have so many berries here in Idaho. You can use blackberries, raspberries, blueberries even. It just really doesn't matter, whatever is your favorite.
And you also have we see the berries here on the display with the waffles, but you actually made the syrup out of the berries as well, right?
Yes, we did. And you're just going to start with the basic simple syrup. You can find that in your cookbook either under cakes, which is really a great glaze for some cakes, or you can find it in the bar section. And this is what it will look like when it's done. But you just start with some water, add your sugar, and kind of bring that to a boil. You're going to add your zest of an orange. You know how to zest an orange?
I've done it before, I believe. Yeah, I don't know if I have a zester in my house, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just real simple. Just scrape off a little bit of the peel there, just a little bit. Zest your orange, and then put in a little bit of orange juice, and then put in your berries, and kind of let that come to a boil. And
I think that's the interesting part. I wouldn't have even known orange juice and stuff like that is in your syrup. But this is the raspberry syrup that you made going along with this. And of course, once you've got it cooking the waffle iron, just kind of depends on the iron that you have, I'm assuming.
Exactly.
Right? So
some are Belgian, they're a little bit thicker and taller. I just kind of look at the light where it says green, you can go. That's super simple.
And one question I have, I know some people prefer soft waffles as opposed to a little bit crispier. Is there a trick to that, or does it just kind of get crispier as they cool?
Actually, these are a recipe that comes out really nice and soft, and they will crisp as they start to cool a little bit on your plate.
So it just kind of depends. That'll just depend on how long it's been off the iron, really.
Exactly, exactly.
So got both options there. Chocolate waffles for mom. Those are cooking up right now. This is your finished product. Beautiful display, by the way. You can serve it up to mom like that if you want to have a little fancier touch, I
Yes,
guess.
you can put ice cream with them. You could do sour cream, yogurt even would be wonderful.
Whipped cream.
Whipped cream is always a great option.
You gotta have some butter on there if you're gonna have the syrup. I mean, just go all. Some people may do peanut butter. Peanut butter and chocolate go together well.
Exactly,
as well, so.
and some extra chocolate syrup is never wrong.
Yeah, so lots of options you can do with these chocolate waffles. We've got that recipe posted on our website at KIVI-TV.com, and you can find more things like this. You can make some orders, cakes, and other baked goods at Darcy's Catering and Bake Shop.